Yo, what's going on? What's happening? Are non-blacks invited to the cookout? So before I even give you my opinion on, my spin on how I feel and what I think about them being invited or not, should be or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this. For those that don't understand what being invited to a black cookout is, it's a rites of passage. So once you're invited to a black cookout, that's basically saying that you're part of the family. That no matter whether you're white, Hispanic, Asian, etc., once you're invited to the cookout, you're one of us. We respect you, we love you, we'll protect you, we'll take care of you, just like if you were one of us. Being invited to the cookout is something that we hold sacred. Now, it may not be like that in your culture and your traditions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not black. It may not be that way. But it's of substance when we invite someone into the cookout, to the cookout. You got that? And another thing too is, while I'm on the whole thing of being invited to the cookout, I'm gonna give you my opinion, my take on whether the non-black should or should not be. But I want to say another thing before I even get to that point. Nowadays, people that are non-black that are being invited to the cookout are being invited based on some ignorant stuff that they do. Stereotypical stuff that black people do. Like if you are non-black and you like hot sauce on your chicken, on your fish, or if you can dance, or if you can slam dunk, you could play basketball pretty good, or football, or you could rap. It's stereotypical shit. Straight up. Or you could talk like black people. Act like black people, wear your clothes a certain kind of way. It's like any and everyone can be invited to the cookout nowadays just off of the strength of stereotypes and ghetto mess. Because nowadays, that's really all black culture is a ghetto culture. If you wear your grills or your fronts or whatever y'all call them these days, you know what I'm saying, your teeth a certain kind of way, or if you wear grills, period. It's like people are being invited to the cookout just off of the strength of just stupidity, stupid shit. Real talk. So now it gets to the point where I give you my opinion on whether non-black should be invited to the cookout or not. And in my opinion, no. Let me just tackle the whites first. Like what have you done to deserve an invitation to our cookout? Real talk. And like, seriously, when you look at their version of a cookout, something that they hold dear and sacred, called a country club. There's still country clubs till this day that black people are not invited or not even welcome to attend. There's certain clubs, secret societies that black people are not invited or can't be a member because of the fact of them being black. There's certain neighborhoods that black people can't live in. So why do you deserve an invite when it's the other way around, y'all don't invite us to shit? Straight up. What have you all done in order to be invited? Because the same type of love that we show you all while you are at our cookout is not the same type of love that we get back from you all. Real talk. If anything, you all take, not give. And that does not boil down to just the Caucasians. We're talking about Asians, the list goes on. All of these races love hip hop, participated, have made money off of it. But don't nobody want to give anything to black people. Nothing. It's to the point where people are like really, really hesitant to say that is black culture. When it boils down to black people, we're always giving. We'll be the first one to teach you a TikTok dance for free. We'll be the first one to show you how to rhyme. We'll show you how to wear your I never forget this. I knew that Brooklyn was gentrified on its way out. A couple years ago when I was living in New York, I was riding the J train, and it was a dude teaching a Chinese guy, a black dude teaching a Chinese dude how to put on a do-rag, as if this Chinese dude had waves or can get waves in his head. Like, we give you our culture. I could go on with this. It's not just because, see, this is what I'm going to get from these racist ass people in the comment section of this video. Oh, that's all you all have contributed towards America is hip hop, dancing and singing and all the rest of that. What? What about our inventions? What about the things that we have innovated? Straight up. Now that it's summertime and everybody got super soakers, where the fuck you think that came from? Don't you dare turn on a PS5 or Xbox 360 without thinking about a black man. Don't you ever stop at a stoplight without thinking about a black person inventing that stoplight. The list goes on of inventions and things that we have innovated. And we damn near built this country, and we don't get shit but derogatory names. Nigga, lazy ass, name calling. How the hell can you all say that we're lazy when we were the ones that built this country for free? Dr. Martin Luther King and the rest of the rest of the people that were involved in the civil rights movement fought for civil rights for all. Not just the blacks, for all. So when you Latinos, you Asians come over here and are able to live a certain way of life, know that was on the backs of us. You all don't deserve to be invited to the cookout. And first and foremost, I mean, when it comes to the the Caucasians, I mean, what you gonna bring? Potato salad with raisins in it? Some chicken that ain't seasoned? What you gonna bring? What kind of flavor you gonna bring to the cookout? Or are you gonna bring chaos like you normally do? Straight up. Like, I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to understand it. You have black artists, and I know what y'all gonna say. Well, you got artists of all races that are getting fucked, but it seems as though that black people are getting fucked way more worse than any other person. You got black artists that are signed to 360 deals. DMX, may he rest in peace. Tupac, may he rest in peace. Biggie, may he rest in peace. All of these rappers that have died and passed away, Guess what? Someone's daughter is being sent to college. Someone's buying a yacht. Someone's buying houses, cars, and all types of shit off of Biggie's, DMX's, Tupac's publishing. Y'all niggas kill me when y'all say music is for free. No one owns music. That's a bullshit ass lie. There are record labels and companies that own the music, and not only do they own the music, but they own the words to the artists. And that's real talk. The words being published. And don't get me wrong, there are some artists that are just deaf, dumb, and blind and stupid, and they freely sell that shit. But don't give me that bullshit like as if that's how everybody is. Everyone is. No, these non-blacks know exactly what they're doing when they come into our communities and start flashing money in front of these young, broke artists that ain't got shit. They in the hood and they trying to get the fuck out. And they're willing to sign any and everything to get the fuck out. They can't read no paperwork. Excuse me. All they know is that they're in the hood and they need to get the fuck out. And this person right here is the gatekeeper. That person right there, that Caucasian, is the one that could get us the fuck out of here. What fuck? Nigga, I'm eating noodles and noodles every fucking night. You mean to tell me that I could get a little piece of change? I could get my motherfucking mom out of the hood? Hell yeah, give me that paper, I'll sign it. How many years have Caucasians capitalized off of our talent? Straight up. Capitalize off of our death. I just made a video the other day when I was talking about Black History Month and Juneteenth. Let this be known. I just want to make this statement. I don't celebrate neither one. I was just giving an example. But when it comes to Juneteenth and Black History Month, the ones that capitalize off it the most are Caucasians. They got Juneteenth savings. Man, I'm telling you, man, the other year, it was one fucking furniture store was like, and we're slashing prices for Juneteenth. Black History Month, Hallmark makes millions of dollars off of selling fucking African American history cards and shit. Black History Month. Every Black History Month, all they play is slavery movies throughout the whole fucking month. What have y'all done but taken from us? Asians set up Chinese food restaurants selling cat and dog, nail polish shops, beauty salon supply stores, and now the East Indians are in on it too, as well. And ain't nobody giving us nothing back. Not a goddamn thing. Why in the fuck should y'all be invited to the cookout? Why? It's a question. But when we ostracize people and we start doing our own thing, that's when everybody starts to get a temper tantrum. You know what I'm saying? Temper tantrums like what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921. Real talk. On Rosewood in Florida. And if they're not destroying our shit, they're moving us out of it, like the Hayti area, Black Wall Street in Durham, North Carolina, and the list goes on, and in Brooklyn, here in Charlotte, and promising us that we're gonna compensate, we're gonna give you back your land. We're gonna move you all over to the west side or the east side or this or that, and don't never give it back to us. Take our land and don't never give it back to us. Promise that they're gonna give it to us, but don't never give it back. And you wondering why blacks are disenfranchised. Why should they be invited to the cookout is the question. Straight up. Why? And there's some Caucasians that look at my channel and they're like, man, why in the world are you so upset? We're all Americans. We all need to get along and this and that and so forth. All right, let me tell you something. First and foremost, I'm not an American. You all have invaded this land that the indigenous people call Turtle Island. This is not America. And you stuck your flag in this land. Invaded and conquered it. You are a foreign nation. And we cannot get along. Because you are not of the same as I am. And your race is responsible for genocide. Killing off the genes, or at least attempting to. How can we get along when you haven't made things right? Do you understand what your race has done? And I know what y'all are going to say. Y'all say the same shit all the time. Well, I never owned any slaves. If you never owned any slaves and you weren't a part of that, straight up, your race was able, as a collective, to be where they're at off of the backs of black people. So whether you were indirectly or directly involved in the slave trade, you were able to progress. You were able to advance off of the blacks, off of the backs of blacks. Do you know what your ancestors did to us? Well, I could tell you, I could give you a few things, and this would discuss you to the point where now you will really understand where I'm coming from. They used to take our black babies, steal them away from us. In the swamps, in the lakes of Florida, and use our black babies as alligator bait. Chop up our black babies. They had sex plantations where they were breeding us like as if we were dogs. Have you ever heard of bucking a slave? They would bend over a grown man and have all his family and friends form a circle as the slave master would sodomize him in front of his family and friends. I could go on with this. Why would we want to invite you to the cookout? Some knowing this history, blacks that is, but they don't give a fuck. And those are your friends. Those are the ones that la 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 la. I'm not one of them. And that's what you got to understand. That's what you got to get. I remember, and neither will I ever forgive or forget what you've done. Ever. So in my mind, you'll never be invited, at least to my cookout.